Hey everyone, welcome to another video. A couple of videos ago, I spoke to you about London and how, in my opinion, there are certain areas in particular, although it's kind of happening in most areas now, areas where it's really quite dangerous to wear your designer goods, particularly if there's a big logo on things and things are recognisable. This goes for watches, but it also goes for things like your engagement ring. You know, I've spoken before, I don't wear my engagement ring when I'm out and about unless I'm somewhere that I know is going to be safe. And you know, the same thing goes with bags, and what I wanted to do in this video is chat to you. Sorry, I'm casual today because I'm freezing and I just wanted to wear like a casual hoodie. But what I wanted to do was chat to you about six or seven of the most dangerous bags to own or to use in London as I see it. And if you would like one of these videos about the safest bags to use, where you don't have to worry too much. I mean, obviously you've still got to have your wits around you, but you don't have to worry too much. Maybe you're planning a trip over here and you do want to bring a nice bag and you're thinking, well, what one shall I bring then? Then I can do a video on that because I've got quite strong opinions on that and what's safe to use. I'm going to style all of the bags that I'm going to show you with coats, new coats. And I'm going to put in the description, go and check it out there, because a lot of these coats are, well, pretty much all of them, they're like wools, 100% wool. Or the puffer coat is very Moncler, but it's a fraction of the price. It's even got that shine to it that the Moncler ones do. And it's got, from memory, goose down in it. So it's quality. When you see the prices, I think you're actually going to be quite surprised at the composition of this stuff. So I'll link to everything below, but I'll also write below the prices and what things are made of. Okay, so my number one most unsafe bag to use in London has got to be the Chanel Classic Flap. For me, this bag is problematic. The main reason for it is that criminals know these bags. A lot of criminals are clued up, they know what they're looking out for, and they know what things are worth. Now, I would actually say the number one worst bag to use in London would be anything from Hermes, especially the Kelly and the Birkin. Again, they are very valuable bags. People know about them, people recognise them, and people don't wear them with a crossbody strap. I see them wearing them on the crook of their arm or just holding the top handles. Easy to snatch and run off with, and all of your stuff is gone that's within it as well, including your car keys or your door keys potentially. So for me, I would say that that's a really dangerous bag. If I owned one, would I use it? I wouldn't use it to walk around town. I'd use it to go out for dinner with. I'd use it to go and see my friends. I'd use it to go and see my family, socialise, but I wouldn't just take it out casually shopping with me if I'm going to be walking around. Particularly areas like Soho or Oxford Street, I wouldn't carry it around those areas. Even Mayfair can be, you know, there are certain areas in Mayfair now, like around Sexy Fish, as I spoke about in that last video. Sexy Fish is quite a swanky restaurant. Areas around there can be a bit iffy, you know, for crime. So I wouldn't carry that bag, but I do think that this is one that also concerns me. I haven't actually worn this bag in about 6 years, honestly, that long. I started off not wearing it because of the value of it. The price of it kept rising. But also from a security point of view, more so in recent years, just being aware of what's going on around me, I am aware with this bag of what it's now worth. Okay, the next bag, talking about crossbody, that I think is not a good one to be seen with for security reasons, is the Dior Saddle Bag. Reasons for this: it's not the most expensive bag in the world. It's not like the Classic Flap, fine, but it's recognisable. It's not cheap, and it's recognisable, and if somebody put this on pre-loved, they could make a decent amount of money on it, particularly as it's cost them nothing because they've stolen it from you. But the other thing I would say about it, the reason why this is a dangerous bag, I wear this bag, and when I wear it, typically I wear it on my shoulder and it slips off. It's a hard, like, you've really got to hold it there, but can you see even then the strap's kind of leaning slightly, and it does keep doing that. It's not a comfortable bag to wear, and therefore I normally end up wearing it in the crook of my arm. And I'm very aware that wearing it on my shoulder or on my arm or just in my hand like this makes it something that's so easy to grab and run with. And what I have done is I went into Dior, this was ages ago, I bought this bag years ago, but I bought the guitar strap. You know how they do them in there? They do these like quite thick crossbody straps. And I bought one that allows me to wear it crossbody, and that does give me a lot more comfort. So I would say if you own this bag, if you want to use it, wear it, and you're thinking, yeah, do you know what, even I'm getting a bit worried about my stuff. Maybe you're coming here on holiday and you want to bring this with you. No problem, bring it with you, but definitely wear it with a crossbody strap, I would say. The other problem with this bag, it's so easy to open, look at that. It's magnetic, but it's so easy to open. Somebody could get in there and no problem. There's no zip on it, it's just one opening. This makes it, and this, for me, that's the sketchy bag to use. Whenever I use that, I'm aware. I'm aware of what I'm doing. Okay, the next, and I don't actually own this, but I have kind of an example that I want to show you. And it's anything that is made out of an exotic leather or material. Whether that's crocodile, lizard, snake, any of that kind of thing. I wouldn't so much say ostrich, but I would say those other things. Now, I wanted to kind of give you an example. I don't actually own any exotics. The only thing I have is embossed leather. This bag, this is gorgeous actually. I got this from Florence in Italy, from a really good brand you can buy from online. They are called Beauty, B-U-T-I, I think is how you pronounce it. And I got this with it, this little charm. But, can you see this bag? It's got the embossed croc on it. And for all intents and purposes, that's why I'm modelling this bag, just to demonstrate. This is another thing. A lot of luxury thieves, and there is such thing, a lot of luxury thieves know what they are looking for. You might have a bag that is not designer, from a designer brand. Let's say you bought it from an artisan place in Italy. Let's say it's made out of an exotic material. It's got a, do you know, I've been looking recently at random bags on eBay, and even though they're not made from a designer brand, the made in Italy ones go for a lot of money. They actually sell for a lot of money. So again, thieves know what they're looking for. Be aware of your stuff. I actually think in some ways that a very chic looking non-designer bag can actually look wealthier in style than a bag that has got a big logo on it. Just my thoughts. Okay, the fourth bag that I love, and I've actually used this to death, and it's a little bit battered, but that's okay. But it's one that I've become more aware of, and it is the Lady Dior. There is a benefit to this bag in that you can wear it crossbody, and it does come with a crossbody strap, and actually if you get the size small, you can properly wear it crossbody. With the medium, which this is, it's a little bit more difficult because the strap that comes with it isn't long enough. But if you go onto the likes of Etsy, they sell some really good bag straps on there that you can select the drop length. So depending on your height, you can pick a bag strap for this. Why do I think that this is not a very safe bag? For me personally, it's again because it's recognizable. And I feel like you don't see many Lady Diors. When I'm around Harrods area, you know, I see way more Kellys and Birkins than I actually see Lady Diors. I can't tell you the last time I saw one of these out and about. I see Hermes bags everywhere though, which really confuses me because they're meant to be really hard to get, but you sure do see a lot of them. Well, I do anyway. But this bag, not so much. Is it? Maybe it's not as popular. I don't know, but you don't really see it so much. But I would say that this is another one that thieves recognise. And also the other problem with it is if you don't wear it with a crossbody strap, you're left holding it by the top handle or wearing it like this. Again, so easy to grab and run with this bag. Two more that I would say are bags to be avoided. The first It's not specific to this bag actually, but this bag represents what I'm about to say. This is a limited edition bag from Chanel that came out from memory in like 2021 or something. This was the heart-shaped bag. I'm sure loads of you have seen this. You could get it in loads of different colours. Some colours were harder to get than others. Now, because it's a limited edition bag, to this day, this bag is still very desirable. Whereas with the classic flap, you can always get it, albeit the price keeps going up. With this, it was one-off. And you can get these on the pre-loved market, but they go for a lot. They go for a lot more than they actually cost. This was around about £4,000. In fact, it might even have been 4K on the dot. I can't exactly remember, it was a while ago. But again, you wear this out, people in the know recognise that this was a limited edition, and you can get targeted. The benefit I would say to this bag, and why I do still wear it, is because it does come with a very generous crossbody strap, which when you wear it, sits on a nice drop length. It sits there. And I know that's going to be different for everyone depending on your height, but it's one thing that I don't mind about this bag. I am aware when I'm using it, but because of that crossbody chain, and it's quite snug and fits to you, it's one to be aware of, but it's not so bad. But if you've got limited editions, whether it's the colour it comes in, the leather, the design, the style, whatever, in any brand, just be careful. And then here, excuse my hand sanitizer, the final bag that I would say be wary with. And it's a bit like with that Chanel heart bag, it's not actually necessarily limited to this bag in particular, but I've picked out this bag as a good example because it's got a big logo on it and it's covered in the oblique pattern. This is the book tote from Dior. It's in the larger size. I think with this bag is a really good example of it's quite an ostentatious bag. Well, what am I saying? It's a very ostentatious bag. Why did I buy it? I just like it. I don't really mind about being ostentatious from time to time. You do you. But I do think that this is one of those bags that when I use it, I'm quite aware. It catches a lot of eyes. When I carry this out, I see a lot of people look at it. A lot of women look at it. Only ever women, actually. Never any guys look at it, but a lot of women, it catches their eye and they'll look at it as I walk past. And thieves can do the same thing. The problem with this bag as well is you can't wear it crossbody. You can only carry it by the top handle. You can't even really get it on your shoulder. What am I saying? You can't get it on your shoulder. But I see many people with the smaller versions as well being used as handbags. Again, all you can do is wear it on the crook of your arm or carry it by that top handle. It makes it dangerous. But as I say, it's not limited to that bag. Any bag that's got a very big logo, any bag that's very recognisable, any bag that's recognisable as being from a certain brand and as being very expensive can be a risk for you. So they are what I would say are the most dangerous bags to be used, not just in London, but in any big city around the world. Some big cities are worse than others when it comes to security, but that's what I would say for London. If you would like a video on the safest bags to use, let me know in the comments and I can do that because there are a lot that I use and I don't worry about so much actually, so I can do that for you. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.